The city is Cairo, Egypt. Year is, goodness gracious, it's been 70 plus years ago. There was a water pump between two families, and they shared the water pump. Now, water pump went bad. Argument ensues. As the argument ensues, they begin shooting at one another. So, on each side of the family, each side of that family, 9 people die. So a total of 18 on each side, shooting at one another and trying to figure this thing out in the most horrific way. Now think about this. 18 lives lost over a water pump, and who was supposed to pay the bill? Do you know how much money it cost to fix the water pump? Less than $1. Less than $1. 18 lives. Man, human beings can be awfully rough. I mean, we can. We can be unforgiving. Notice I say we. We can be unforgiving. We can be tough on each other. We can be hard. We go to arguing over things. I want you to hear me on something. Some of the worst things that can happen to us, and it can divide us. It almost makes sense then. But there are things when they are so minuscule and tiny and it don't matter. Just do not matter. And yet we hold on to them for years. And to think, put yourself on the outside of the situation and say, you mean to tell me that I haven't spoken to someone for 10 years because of this? And the fact is, I can hurt God's feelings and He forgives me. Man, goodness gracious. I understand that there are certain things in this world that happen that can divide us. Certainly I do. But to think that Christians, the God's people, would allow some of the smallest things to come between us and to stop us from being friends, from caring for one another, is pretty bad. Now, obviously, what I just spoke of and the story I told you was to the extreme, but those kind of things happen. And that was a water pump. And for less than $1, 18 lives could have been saved. My goodness gracious, it's insanity, folks. Christians will be known by their love for one another. So let us decide today that we're going to work together to see the world changed for Jesus. Hey, when the outside world looks at us and says they can't even get along with each other, much less us, why do I want what they got? I can understand that. But if they look at us and they say, wow, they really do have a love for one another, then they can be drawn to what it is that we believe, the gospel of Jesus Christ. Whew, man, the things we argue about. No more. Let's love one another. See ya. Bye-bye.